Oh, would it be so hard for you humans to do your summoning during the daytime? We Incubus may be creatures of shadow, but we still sleep at night sometimes, too. You just yanked me from my bed with your spell and pulled me through space and time into your little circle here. Doesn't matter how many times I've been through this, it still appalls me how rude you humans can be. Would it have killed you to give me a little bit of warning? Ringing a bell or striking a chime or anything? This must be your first time summoning someone from the netherworld if you couldn't even give a wake-up call first. There should be information on how to do that somewhere. You mortals have access to all information these days, so you really have no excuse. Well, have you nothing to say to me? You were the one who called me here, so you could be polite enough to say hello. Hello to you too, mortal. It's so very pleasant to make your acquaintance. This is a very nice living room that you have. Much nicer than some of the other places I've been called to, believe me. There. Now that greetings are out of the way, could you at least have the decency to show your face? Those silly relic masks are never as ceremonial and necessary as you mortals think they are. So please, take it off so I can gaze upon my new master's face. Oh, well, hello there, pretty young master. Disregard everything I was just griping about, won't you? I tend to be a bit grumpy if I don't get my dose of beautiful sights for the day, and you gave that to me just by exposing your face. I do so love being summoned by the pretty ones like you. I'll do my job regardless, and it is hard to turn me off, if you understand what kind of being I am. But still, I already know I'll love my time serving under you, Master. Now, are you going to let me out of this circle so that I can take a closer look at you? It's so lonely in here, trapped by these chalk marks, surrounded by your energy, but unable to touch it. Won't you please let me out, sweet master? Ah, you've done your research well. Yes, you must give me a new name to seal our bond before you let me out. True, without the binding power of a new name, I'd be free to rampage through the human world, doing what I wish. But come now, do they tell you exactly what I'd be doing in that time? Trust me, no one who encountered me would have any problem with my style of rampage. At the most, I'd leave many confused men and women behind me, doubtful of whether they had been dreaming or not. Whatever memories they had would be far from unpleasant. So, I don't see what the problem would be. You would be the first to experience my talents, sweet mortal. Being the closest in proximity to me, I promise that once I'm through with you and move on to the next, you'll be too dazed and happy to care where I've gone or what I'm doing. Not easily convinced, I see. Fair enough. Practical of you, too, being determined to be my one and only master for the time being. I understand why you'd want me all to yourself. The only thing better than summoning an incubus at all is binding that incubus so they obey your every command, no matter how devious. So tell me, what is your name? Clever. Asking me for mine first. If you didn't know it to begin with, I suppose you were just calling for any non-discrepant incubus that your summoning could reach. But I must disappoint you, even if I attempted to tell you my true name. You wouldn't be able to understand it, let alone pronounce it. So instead, why not just tell me what name have you chosen for me? You seem prepared enough to have thought one up already. All right. It's up to you, after all, but that's a much gentler sounding name than I think I've ever had. Normally, people try to come up with something strong, powerful, manly? You know. What about these rippling muscles and my towering height makes you think soft or gentle? No, you don't have to change it. You can't, actually. Now that you've told me with such authority that it's my new name, you've sealed the deal, as they say. So will you let me out now? Yes. That's better. Ask any demon. We hate being bottled up like that when we're such free roaming creatures to begin with. Thank you for letting me out of the circle and into your home. I love the smell of those candles you're burning. You really went all out in your selection of summoning items, even down to the candles being a sensual scent. I'm impressed with your attention to detail. The way you arranged everything to be as alluring as you could. Except, well, I'm usually met with summoners wearing silk robes, lacy things, or less, but I can't say in all my countless years I've ever encountered the likes of this before. You can be proud that after our bond is broken, whenever that may be, I'll always remember the sight of you standing there, like this. Incredible. I just have to come closer to you to get a better look. Flannel pajamas are definitely something I've never seen before. I know everyone has their own ideas about what is sensual to them, but this, I'll never forget it. I can't say they don't look absolutely sumptuous on you, though. They're so soft and make you look so very adorable. Was this some kind of reverse psychology tactic? If so, it's working very well. I just want to eat you all up, though that is less to do with any potential mind games and more to do with what I am and what I devour. Let me get my arms around you so I can hold you close and get a taste of your energy. I was right. You're all soft and sweet and irresistible. More mortals should take a page out of your summoning book. Hiding your body in something this loose-fitting and soft just makes me all the more eager to strip it from you and explore your true frame. What do you say? Shall I start working my way down these buttons? What? No? Oh, all right then. Perhaps there's something else you want me to do? I knew it. Tell me what you want. You're my master now, sweet mortal. I'll do whatever you say. Anything. Help you gather up all the summoning items? Sure. I can do that. I'll just blow out the candles then? But it seems such a waste. They add to the mood, don't you think? And they light up your delectable face so wonderfully. Oh, you're turning on a lamp instead. All right. Whatever you want. All right. We put everything away and cleaned up the chalk circle. No evidence of a summoning having ever taken place, except for the handsome incubus in your house, of course. You have an odd way of welcoming me, putting me to work right away. Not even the fun kind of work. Most mortals either tackle me or want me to tackle them within the first 10 minutes of discussion. What exactly do you want from me? You should lay it all out for me so that I know. Because this is the first time in a long time that I have no idea what my summoner wants just from looking at them. What am I to take from a mortal who summoned me in flannel pajamas? That sends a whole different message to me than what I'm used to. So, here, let's sit on your sofa, and you can tell me why you summoned me in the first place. There we go. Don't you look comfortable and edible? Can I sit closer to you? Thank you. Now, why stop here? You should let me hold you. Come on, don't stop there. Why not sit entirely in my lap? No use calling up an incubus if you're not going to let him hold you properly. That's much better. You feel so good against me. It's like you fit perfectly into my arms. Forgive me if I squeeze you a bit too tight, but I can't help myself. Come here. Mm. Hey, why did you stop me? I wanted to kiss those pretty lips. That's usually how things progress, my dear. All right. All right. I'll let you tell me your expectations of my time with you first, I suppose. Now, I'm all ears. Tell me your demands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I see. That is, very interesting. So, let me make sure I understand. My duties will consist of cuddling, kissing, holding your hand, complimenting you, and being generally affectionate. Hmm. Sweet mortal, I can absolutely treat you as kindly and affectionately as you wish. However, I must point out that there's an entire well of untapped potential that you have not mentioned. I am an incubus. I don't usually stop at headpats and innocent nuzzling. Are you telling me that you don't wish for me to use the extent of my talents to please you in every way? That is more than surprising. I have never been summoned by anyone who wanted, well, a live-in partner? I suppose is what you're describing, minus the bedroom adventures. My, I'll have to think this over. I thrive primarily off the energy exuded through passion and lust, and without that, I might be cuddling and kissing you to unhealthy degrees to make up for it. The energy from any pleasure is enough for me to feast on. So even sitting and holding you like this, you're providing me a nice little meal. You're being comforted and you're happy, and I'm able to feed off that pleasure. I can just sip away at your delicious energy like this, and just by running my hands over your shoulders and through your hair, kissing your face. It's just a different flavor, not nearly as spicy as I prefer. Is this really what you wish from me? I should warn you that I wasn't joking before. Restricting me in this way will result in me being extremely clingy and coddling you to a degree that might drive you insane. If that is the only way for me to gain sustenance, I will have to fairly smother you to get enough. And even then, I'm not sure how well I will cope. All I can tell you is that I know my job very well, and I'll only do what you request of me, but I'll have to do what I must to survive. That could mean holding you close all night, or repeatedly complimenting you until you're sick of hearing it. bringing you gifts, making you food, keeping you warm, pretty much living only to make you happy, so I can feed off your happiness instead of your lust. All right then, I understand what you want from me. It should be workable, but I can't promise you that I'll always behave myself. You're too cute, and my nature is too lewd to keep me from at least trying my luck. So, you should be prepared. I can get pretty handsy and flirty. You might have to fend me off if I don't cuddle you up enough every day. Or because I'm cuddling you up every day. And since this is our first night together, I'm not going to want to let you go until I've had my fill. You know, I'm starting to think that you're smarter than I assumed, sweet mortal. I'd almost think that you planned this from the very beginning, just so you could have a non-stop cuddle buddy around the house. Oh well, I've definitely been used for worse before. Here, lean your head on my chest and let... I can feel your comfort and happiness. It's such a change of pace, but not a terrible one. We'll just see if it's enough to keep me in check. Either way,